Cancers. Woo! I'm bringing in lots of big energy today. I am. You would think someone asked me out on a date. I'm not saying that didn't happen. You know what? I think I'm going to have to replace this one. I don't really want to, but it is really burnt out, you know. It's still cleansing, of course, but it's that stock. Can you see that? That's my bad because I made it, so I obviously put it in a little bit incorrect. I think I was just stacking it up, you know. Oh, now we're talking. Now we are talking. There it is. Look at that. Look at there. Now it's doing its job. Gotta cleanse the cracks, of course, because I'm gonna cleanse the overall energy here. Cleanse myself. Cleanse you. I love it. All right. This is my rainbow chakra sage bundle that I've made. Again, it's kind of, I really do need to replace it. Then today I have this great little tray. It's a new little tray there. My beautiful candle from the Flirty Girl with Chandra. I named this Voodoo Doll Chandra. I've got my wand as usual. Shadow to Nola. Mars energy is over here now, along with these beautiful mala beads. You know that I go ahead and shuffle that deck, and then I keep hearing from peeps. How'd you can tell I've done my nails with this like a million times, but it's called Call Out My Name by Deborah Lippman. Got it on Amazon. This is OPI Top Coat Confetti Ready. Isn't that like so pretty? I love that too. I've only been thinking about nails since I started doing this. Otherwise, I really didn't care. You know that I say your mantras 108 times. Today's mantra was Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, and that is to remove obstacles. I love it. All right, I'm using Timothy Lance's Archeon deck. First card, Temperance. You know, you've got some really nice angels on your side, some people on the other side, of course, my beautiful Cancerians. This is a general reading for Cancer Sun, Moon, Venus, Cancer Ascendants, Cancer North Node, South Node, Saturn, Mars, all the planets, none of the asteroids. The moon is here. Here you are. So what I'm seeing so far, because I am seeing a story unfold here, I just this is a little distracting. I'm going to have to get used to it, I think. So we've got divine energy coming in here, and I feel like this is you. It's helping you to kind of see something that maybe even you couldn't see with your own energy here. You know, the moon energy is Cancerian energy, but that doesn't mean that, you know, and again, I have like a lot of Cancer placement. I don't even want to tell you how many planets I have in Cancer. It's a lot. It's not my sign, but you know, there's a lot of planets there. I have a stellium actually there. So you know it's 4 or more planets. So we have a little bit of backwards energy here because we go from a queen to a herald of swords, queen of swords to herald of swords. So I'm wondering, for some of you out there, it does seem to me as though, you know what I'm picking up on? Oh, wait. I've got it. I'm getting it from the other side, actually, downloads. So this is you. The divine is protecting you. What you don't see with your own moon energy is someone else is watching you. This isn't you. This is someone else watching you. They're watching you. They're watching the moon. It's right here. Wow. Did you know you had a stalker? Oh my God, there's been a lot of stalker energy. You know, I think it's just thirsty season. And it's really, stalking is not a joke, actually. 3 of Cups. This is you. You're right. You're in your reading quite a lot. And I am seeing the full moon here. This reading, by the way, is for early June. So it's that period that's going to take you basically from, you know, the end of May here, bringing you in nice and easy into that early part of June until around June 10th, 12th, somewhere in that range, so that you can kind of gauge your energies. It does look like there's some Venus action happening here, Libra, ruled by Venus. So we've got the moon, Venus. Look for these in your chart. Temperance is Sagittarian energy. That's Jupiter and Chiron. So it's expansion and growth, but Chiron, the wounded healer, is actually where you find abuse in your chart. So Chiron is something to think about anyway. All right, so where's Chiron in my chart? Oh, Chiron's, I know where Chiron is in my chart, and it actually is pretty accurate. It's accurate. Let's put it that way. 6 of Cups. This is some past life thing. For all I know, for some of you in the collective, you could be, I always think of divorce whenever I see those scales. It's hard not to. So some of you may have gotten divorced in the past. And you could be watching someone, remember now, I don't know why I say remember. I maybe I have said this before. I think I have told you guys about the Jupiter and Venus in Vedic astrology, how Venus represents the female partner or the wife traditionally, and Jupiter represents your husband or your masculine partner, the one that presents with more masculine energy. So with Venus here and the moon, I'm thinking some of you might have some of you have your Venus in Cancer. That's what's coming through right now. But I'm also seeing that some of you might be worried about a past relationship or a relationship that didn't end well in the past. It could have ended in divorce. You might be concerned about that going forward in terms of a commitment for some of you out there in this collective. Someone is watching you, and you of course could be watching them. That's also very possible. But it does look like you are divinely guided and protected. The full moon energy is going to be very important for you in the month of June. In the month of June, that early part of June, Mercury goes direct on June 3rd, and Saturn goes retrograde the very next day on June 4th. Toward the end of June, we have a Neptune retrograde beginning. So we're in retrograde season. Pluto is retrograde right now. Mercury is retrograde, but will be direct. So there's a lot of backwards energy, but it's good energy. I feel like a lot of relief lifting this week. So I think that you guys are going to have a good end of the month, but it does look like something might be holding you back. Just something to think about, okay? 6 and 6, that's love coming in. It looks to me like you want to, this is also coming forward for me from the other side, to be totally frank with you. Some of you out there, I'm being told, are in love with someone else and not the person you're with, maybe. Or you think that there's someone that could represent this other partner. This, I feel for some of you, would be like a second marriage, or it wouldn't be a second relationship, but you might be thinking about this person in that way. And it does look like you want to escape your past and move toward this new person, who, King of Cups, who may have some Scorpio placements. Now look, I just did the energy readings for everybody. There was some crossover between Cancer and Scorpio, so you may not know a person that you might be interested in. You may not know if they've got like a Scorpio moon or something. So that means that they may hold back a lot. And that's not necessarily Cancerian energy. You guys are just awesome. All water signs, pretty awesome. I actually love all of the signs. I know I've said this in other videos. I have like a huge family, and here they are. 10 of Pentacles coming forward. So this does look like it's going to be a really good relationship. You know what though? Wow. Oh boy. I don't want to see these energies are coming through. I don't know if I should keep going. My beautiful Cancerians. Oh yeah. You know what though? I gotta. I should save it for the extended. I know other readers do that, and I should probably take a cue from them, but just want you to be prepared. I just looked ahead here, and we do have the Death card right here. Don't freak out. That's actually my card. So I'm the reader. Scorpio, it's a Scorpio card, it's Pluto, it's Mars, it's the number 13, it's resistance. So what I'm seeing here, this could be you actually going from a queen to a king because you're now in love. Before you might have been holding back on maybe you felt like you were in the situation you were in and you were just going to be going with it and that was it. But it does look like you want to have abundance here. You have a very big, happy family. I think you might be afraid of making a change because you don't want anything to change, to irreparably change. But I do see, and this to me also, this Herald of Cups, this is about heaven and hell. So I think that some of you out there are in like a real, at the beginning of June, into the middle of that month, maybe to even the end of that month, and some of this is going to resonate for you for up to a year. Don't forget about that July 31 triple conjunction with major life-altering change coming up with Mars energy. That's why we got to protect it right over there. Let me keep going here because I'm really feeling something is brewing, and I don't have the full story yet. I'm getting a lot of commentary from the other side over there. We got 5 of Wands. I do love this. I do love Timothy Lance's artwork. Just that alone is pretty cool. I think some of you need to go to the dentist, have your mouth checked out. I can tell you that we hold like stress in our bodies. And so if you're like me and like many other people, you might be feeling like a lot of aches and pains over the last 2 years that are new. And that's likely because of the stress. So 5 of Wands is not about necessarily having a conflict. I mean, I think, actually, you know what this is? Now I got it. This is heaven and hell. This is you kind of being conflicted. You want to end something, and you also, so that you can start something new. You're fighting yourself, I think. Okay, that now this is coming. High Priestess, some of you may have Piscean placement, or you might be dealing with someone who does, and or I feel like the person that you may be interested in could be very spiritual. You also, I know my beautiful Cancerians can be very spiritual, very intuitive. So all water signs have that ability. So I see this as like this kind of being conflicted within yourself of wanting to end something, but not knowing if you do that, what will happen, and being concerned about how that will affect your family and your finances. These are all valid concerns, my beautiful Cancerians, if that's you. If it's not you, it's the other person. It does look like those fears and the conflict within yourself is causing a delay, more delay coming out here. But it does look like progress. The High Priestess is 2. It's like it's 1, it's basically 2 moving into 3. And I do love this Pegasus. Timothy Lance's artwork just gets me every time. I love it so much. So it does look like you're going to be getting some perspective. You are waiting for the right moment. I think you know what you want to do. Yeah. The Chariot. Now you see why the other side was saying to me, you have to keep going. They don't get the process of, doing like an extended video and clarifying there. They want me to tell you right now, Emperor is coming out here, my beautiful Pisces. And guess what? When you move toward this person, they are your person. Indeed. Yep, they are your person. Emperor and Empress. Isn't that the most beautiful? I love it. You can see why I had to go all the way. What's at the bottom? What's at the bottom? Ace of Pentacles. So if you're worried about money and how it's all going to sort of work out for you, look, I'm just telling you, it looks good. If you're waiting for the right moment, and that's also good, okay? That's also good. We always want to just take our time with these big life-altering decisions, my beautiful Cancerians. All right, let's see. I'm going to do a wide. Yeah, I know. There's definitely some people here from the other side. That's part of why the Death card comes out, just to kind of prompt me to pay attention, basically. But they're a loud group today. They are a loud group. That's okay. I would be like, oh, all right, look at that. You know what? They're, what I mean, they're a loud group. Okay, so they would like you to focus on this area. And I think also justice is involved, Venus. This has to do with whoever that other person is. So they want you to look at what's causing the delay, to really go inward. This is part of intuition, you know, kind of like knowing, like focusing. I just can't tell where we're at with the camera. This is about focusing on your intuition, not your fears. Not the same thing. You are waiting. You are causing the delay, perhaps. If it's not you, it's the other person. But I sort of think for some of you out there that it is you. Because, of course, this is followed by the Chariot, which is you. So you might be taking your time, because it does look like you're involved with a past situation with the Six of Cups here, a past situation that you want to escape. You might be watching someone else. This person might be the one that's divinely protected. Just keep that in mind. Anytime we get these kinds of heaven and hell energies on the board, with the Temperance card here, it's either you or them, but they are major. You may not even realize that it's that way, but this person is basically has a direct line to the divine. They're, even if they don't know it, they are really, I can tell you, I'm getting that from the other side. It's like there's angels and devils around them at all times. They're deeply connected to the other side. So they have a lot of protection. Just know that. Just know that going forward. But the Emperor and Empress, your divine counterparts. So regardless of gender being fluid, I see this amazing energy here. The moment you can move forward toward them, you should. Because like I said, they are connected to the divine. You might see them in a way as like, you know, always having what they need, even if they aren't always perfectly happy or whatever. They always seem to be able to like get the things that they need. It just comes to them in a way, you know, like, I don't know, I'm sensing that someone here, either you or them, has that like divine connection, and it's almost like a kind of being in the flow, manifesting what you want. So I'm sort of seeing that here. Let's see what the Oracle deck has for you. The Threads of Fate Oracle deck, the Weaver deck here. This is Compassion, the Compassion card. So this is telling me that because of this energy up here, where, you know, as well as there's some things here that you might be hiding from yourself. That's probably why the ancestors would like you to look at, examine if it's intuition or if it's fear. Are you talking yourself out of something? And this is something great. I think that this is a once in a lifetime coming through. I'll have to remember that for the title. But if you begin to apply compassion to yourself, you will be able to move in the direction that you need to go in. What's at the bottom of the deck? I'm hearing the Alchemist is at the bottom of the deck. So the Alchemist is someone that can turn, basically, who can turn mere stones into gold. So taking something that's rough, you know, maybe that's how you see yourself. Maybe that's how the other person describes themselves, as being like kind of not, you know, they just don't see themselves as refined, perhaps. But with you, with the combination of the two of you, it looks like an incredible, you have 10 of Pentacles. It just really looks awesome to me. It does look like there's going to have to be an ending with the past person, and of course finances and family are the biggest fear when we're making a change in the middle, especially. And by the middle, I don't mean like 50. You could be in the middle in like your 30s, depending on who you are and how life has treated you, basically. This is the number 19. 19 is a karmic debt number. 19 is a karmic debt number, and it involves asking for help. It's when we get in our own way. So I'm going to say this with total love and compassion. I think that some of you out there may want to consider seeking out some, like, a therapist. And don't be upset when I say that. I know a lot of people still don't kind of appreciate or understand it, but I can tell you therapy is amazing, and it really does help you to remove the roadblocks that you put up for yourself. You can't control other people, but you can control your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. And it's when we don't recognize that, that's when we cause delays. That's when we wait and wait and wait. And waiting on this opportunity is like wild. So this is what Miss Heidi has to say. Heidi Messenger, of course, a friend of mine, like a real life friend of mine who passed away. She was a public psychic medium, and she made these beautiful oracle cards. Very clever girl, that one. Time to be gentle with yourself and show others you care. A deer will sharpen your perceptions and make you more aware. I have to tell you guys, and this also, like, sort of this is like deer spirit is here for you. For some of you, you might be connected to that gentle spirit. I wanted to tell you guys too, that last night I have like a little I went outside and I got like a little bit of like woods nearby, and there were all these deer, and they were just kind of waiting for me. And I did bring out some apples to them. I don't know if that's a legal thing to do or not, but they're so beautiful, and they really like they're so gentle, they're so beautiful, and it's quite remarkable. So it's like a whole thing when you connect with nature. So maybe that's a good idea too for some of you. If you're kind of struggling right now, maybe get yourself outside in some nature. So I am now able to say that my event at the end of June, right during Cancer season, actually, you're the first video I'm doing, so you'll be the first ones to hear about this. My beautiful Cancerians, please come if you want to hear from people on the other side, or see at least the process, experience it on some level. I will also be taking it's a 2-hour event. I'll be taking the first 45 minutes or so to talk to all of you. A lot of you have questions. I've been trying to answer on YouTube, or, contacting me through my email, which I'm so appreciative of. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments. Thank you for subscribing. I don't even know what to say there. I'm actually getting a little, I'm a little choked up about it, because I'm so happy that this is helpful to people. That's how I feel. So thank you guys so much for all of that. Join me on Patreon if you haven't already, because Patreon has all the extendeds. Today we'll have an extended reading, a brand new one. Right now, I think there's 53 videos that for $8.88 a month, that's basically the deal. If you subscribe, you get access to all these videos. If you love tarot as much as I do, that's one extended video. I don't know. I was just called by spirit to do this, and so maybe it's wrong. I don't know. But it's basically not even 2 cents. It's less than 2 cents a video. Can't go wrong. And then you can also see, if you look at your astrological chart, and if you don't have one, contact me and I'll do one for you. I can just do a basic one for you too. It doesn't have to be anything complicated, because I think we're used to the tropical, the wheel, and all the different lines on the wheel. It's not like that with Vedic astrology. It's basically blocks. Very easy to identify what's there, what house it is, the sign it's in. It's very clear. And I'll just send that along to you. And you can ask me any questions you want. I can tell you the basics about it. And I think it's going to be kind of helpful to you to be able to look at the extendeds for different houses. Traditionally, first house is Aries. For you, it could be Cancer. That could be where your sun is. That's like, if your sun is in the first house, that's like fame. You're going to become famous. That's your house of self. You might also have a little bit of an ego. I don't have my sun in the first house. You know, it is what it is. But basically, this is the kind of stuff that I can help you with. So come on in to Eventbrite. I did put the link in the description box below, along with my podcast, and of course, Instagram account, my email, my website. You can contact me in a myriad of ways. On Patreon, it's kind of cool because it's like a community. I'm trying to build a community of like-minded people so that we can support each other. And I will do Patreon exclusive events in the fall. Right now, there's just so many people coming through from the other side because I'm connecting with the collective. I'm getting, you know, like people that have lost children, parents that really want to talk, and I don't know you, you know what I mean? Like this is sort of difficult for me, so I'm just have to continuously create these spaces so that people that want to hear can come in. And I can't control the messages, but believe me, the people that are here, they want to talk. They are loud, big loud, big loud. Yeah, one of them, there's one that keeps coming through. His name is Vern, and he comes through for Capricorn quite a lot. Pisces, yeah, it's Pisces. But as he's telling me right now, I'm a Cancer. That's what I'm hearing. I'm a Cancer. I'm like, okay. Thank you so much. So it's such a weird experience, and I'm really having to like check myself a lot. Am I okay? I'm not sure. I think so. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Stay safe until next time. Bye, my beautiful Cancerians. Take care.